Hey guys, it's Linda from LA Plans, and today I will be setting up my finances for the month of April. And so I've kind of already started. So as I mentioned before in my agenda videos, this is for me to just go in and write things down, write things out, and just, work as things come up. Kind of like a work in progress. This isn't like my work in progress agenda. So if something comes up, I'm instantly going in and writing things in here. So I have kind of already started setting up different items. I've also kind of switched up, if you saw my finance setup video, things a bit. So my rings were getting really heavy and they were already gapping, and I don't want that, especially since I barely had this agenda a month. So I am just keeping these monthly expenses, these cloth and paper monthly expenses inserts and 2 purchase trackers in here, and everything else I'm keeping to the side, and then I'll show you that in just a second. But this is just so I can quickly go in and write things down, especially my purchases, because that's the whole purpose of this agenda, is to have everything so I quickly go in and write things down. And so if it's something that I only touch once a month, or it's not something that I need frequently, I put it in a different agenda for right now, just so I can keep everything that I need in here. And so everything else that I shared my finance setup, I'm still using, because like I said, I really want to use these. It's just, I grabbed this agenda from Amazon, and I'll link it below, and it's under $15. And I'm just using these to hold all those extra inserts, but I organize it to separate everything so that things that I just sit down and really touch once a month, I put in here. And I'm just keeping this in my office because it doesn't really need to leave my office. As opposed to these, like just in case I want to quickly reference something like a bill, I have this at a quick glance, and then I can, purchase wise, just go in and write down my purchases. Like these are just, it's simple, and that's kind of how I want this to be. This is the simple part of it, as opposed to everything in here is kind of like the full view of everything, debt and bills and all of that. So I'll only really touch this, to be honest, during these finance videos, because I'm mainly working in here and using these, and that's the purpose of this entire agenda, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's kind of the setup and how I'm using this right now. So I'm gonna flip to April, and then same in here. And so it's still the same setup, except the financial overview, the bills, I just moved, this was in the back, I just moved this up front so I can mark what I've paid, savings, and then debt management. And so we'll flip to April, and so I already have the categories down, and then I have my savings in here. And so I did actually withdraw from my emergency savings this month, because I am getting my windshield replaced actually right now as I'm recording this. So I did withdraw. So my priority will be to pay that back probably in my next paycheck. And so I will need to mark that in my savings. But as for right now, let me see. All of my, I'm just gonna go in and mark the bills that we've paid. And so this is the yearly bills tracker from Infinite Lotus. And so we paid rent this week, electric came out, gas came out, and I paid my car today. So all of my March bills are taken care of, and I already paid off all those. And so now, let's see, we have January, February, March. So we have April, and so I already came in and wrote down a couple of things. Our rent is going up as of this month. Our lease renews this month, so it is going to be $51 more, which for where we live is amazing, because we're still paying way less than most people pay. But yeah, so that will be going up. So that's the only real difference, is it's going from $14.99 to $15.50. So I do need to update that monthly expense page, but I'll do that another day. And so everything else is here. I need to go through and add our lawn maintenance and put that in. I haven't done that, but I'll just do that off camera. Yeah, other than that, nothing else has really come in for expenses. For loans and credit cards, all this in here, all of those did come in, so I do have that in here. And let me make sure it's just written down in here. yeah, and so one of the things that haven't come in are like our utilities and like all of our like home, but everything else has come in, so I already brought that in as it came in, so I don't have to worry about anything there. I do need to mark my savings, so I mean it started at 1,000, so today is, let's see, what's today? Today is the 27th. And so it was 400 and something. I just withdrew 400 because I just wanted to keep this at a round number, and I just used $30 off in my account. And so I have 600 right now in my emergency. And so next paycheck I will replenish that and make that 1,000. For cash, so it's the 27th, and so I'm ending the month, and I just want to make sure that I have all my cash in here. So we have, it's supposed to be 400, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 3, 400. So 400 in cash for the month of March. Other than that, all of the debt is in here, so I'm just going to go through and add, these are my debt management trackers, and I'm just going to start writing these down. So there's that. I really need to focus on paying this off, so I think I might do that. Well, next paycheck I'm replenishing my savings, so probably the paycheck after that put a little extra towards Express, because I have not done that this year, and my goal was to pay off some credit cards this year, and it's 3 months. This is already the 4th month, so yeah, so that's everything in here. So what I'll do is I've been putting the statement balances here and keeping that there, so I know how much is left after interest and everything's accounted for. So that's everything in there. I updated my emergency, updated my cash. I paid all my bills. So yeah, that's everything in here and kind of how I've been doing everything. I can add up a couple of things. So I can go ahead and add up all of my minimum payments for my loan and my credit cards. So 342. But yeah, other than that, I have to wait for all these other bills to come in, but at least I have those added up. Other than that, I have all those in there. I've already calculated my debt paid for March. I'm just gonna write that in here. But yeah, other than that, that's everything set up for April. So we just have the categories filled in, and then once I finally go in and pay bills, I'll mark those off. Let's see, so March is done. April's set up for everything that I have. Well, hold on, for streaming, I have Apple Music and Netflix, and so that's 540 and 973. So we have 1513. But yeah, so that's set up, and then I just have the quarter set up too. For bills, everything's in there, except for March, and then April. I still haven't gone through and added my main savings, but it's fine. So for my emergency, I withdrew, so I do have that in there, and then once I add it, then I'll just put that in there and then update my balance. But I should probably do negative. But yeah, so then we have cash. And then we have the debt. And so calculate this overall debt. And I pay, or I will pay, 1089.23. Okay, and so that's everything. I'm gonna go pay my bills for April. Thank you guys for watching.